Alright, hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing some more EU4, Conduct Dithmarschen, Peasant Emperor. We're not drunk now. We're not drinking. That was a bad decision. So we're starting a new stream today. Real quick, before we get going, I do want to say thank you especially to Shiny Zenith, just gifted 50 subs. Thank you, man. Again, that's a crazy amount of donations for one guy. A total of 192 from this guy. Shiny Zenith, you're awesome. Thank you. So, I was mentioning to chat before we started the stream that now that I'm no longer inebriated, I think I've worked out a way to handle this burgers issue. So we're going to do a little bit of development. We have tons of admin points anyway, so we're going to do some development in land that the burgers own. Like, say, Calais, which is, I think, the cheapest. I think I already went through it all. Calais is the best location that they currently control. We're going to do 3 admin clicks, which will give us 9%, 0.9% loyalty with the burgers. We go 1, 2, 3. That'll make them not pissed, which means we can now revoke a province from them and get rid of the disaster without having to fight rebels. Since our army is completely down here, we could probably beat the rebels quite easily, but having to pull this army off, I know Venice is going to have like, 30,000 troops, so we don't want to have to pull half our army up north right now. That being said, I think we also just want to do more development. I don't want to pay 8 years ahead of time penalty. Also, there is the new issue that the cat has decided that he wants to do the cat thing where he's either in the room or out of the room. It's almost like a Schrodinger's cat problem. He's, if he's in the room, he wants out of the room. If he's out of the room, he wants in the room. That type thing. It's not about existence, really, but he's meowing a lot more often now, and it's really annoying, and I hate it. He used to just sit in his little box and be happy, and now he's like, I'm a cat. I want to be a cat. So if you hear him, or you hear me yelling at him, then, stop it, cat. This is so distracting. Anyway, we're gonna do some more development on top of that. We don't have prosperity yet, but we're like super close in our capital. So we'll maybe wait for 2 more months and hope that we get the prosperity in the capital region. What am I trying to do right now? Oldenburg only costs 31 to develop. I think let's just do a few clicks here. Man, just the lack of prosperity this campaign has just been brutal. There's also, I want to do at least 1 click in this province because we have devastation here right now. We did start building a fort, but it is going to take a while to get that. Stop meowing at me, cat. Said stop meowing at me, cat. Alright, that's decent. What's the effective prosperity again? Prosperity does 3 things that we care about. Number 1, prosperity gives you... We do have one province in our entire country with prosperity. It gives local dev cost -10, local goods produced +25, and monthly autonomy 0.05. The 0.05 autonomy is pretty significant, because it's like halfway at being at peace. The dev cost stacking is what I care about usually. And then the local goods produced is deceptively strong, because goods produced translates into both production and trade value. Which means you get production income from that 25%, and you get trade value from that 25%, so it's huge. It's like 30% boost in overall income. I'm gonna go see if I can smack the cat. 1 second. What are you yelling about? Box. Box. Here. There's your box, right here. Sit in the box. He's not even at the door. He's just in the bathroom, like, wandering around, like, where's everyone? Like, he's doing his meow where he's just, like, wants attention and wants to know where everyone else is. I'm right here, cat. Sit. No animal abuse. I'm not actually smacking him. It's a joke. But, so anyway, that wasn't enough actual dev to fully remove the problem. In fact, I hope that I didn't just mess up by doing too many clicks, making it so that revoking that land no longer solves the problem. Which is it's entirely possible. Awesome. This is only going to remove 13.3. I did make that a thing. Hopefully Den Haag is not too expensive. Jeez. Well, I guess I'm gonna just do more. No, that's not gonna solve the problem. Now, I mean, yeah, I've overdeveloped the non-burger land, which makes it so that the revoked... No, it should still work. If I do a little bit more dev, just a tiny, tiny bit, a few more clicks after revoking, it should still be enough. Right? Controlled provinces, 63.4% before cap. We revoke this, they lose 13.3, pushing them to 101. No, 100. It's just 100.1. So yeah, we only need a couple more points of dev in non-burger land. But we should do it after the revoke, because... No. Shouldn't make any difference. Stad. Can't do Stad. Bresgau. Where is you, Bresgau? I don't know where that is off the top of my head. Bresgau. Is that one down here? Yes. It's clergy land, that's fine. Let's do a few mill clicks. Okay, hopefully I'm not continuing to screw the problem, I'm not sure. Might take a moment to update, let's give it some time. I think that we need like an event, like a monthly tick to happen for controlled provinces to update. Yeah, see now that's 59.4, so revoking that province will still be enough. Alright, I'm gonna revoke that now. They... Excuse me? Why? Why game? Why not enough? Jeez. 101.2. We can afford to wait one more month at least. I don't want to have to do very much development while they're pissed is the problem. Autonomy? Autonomy doesn't affect state-controlled province development. The amount of influence that they get is based on development, not based on the autonomy of the provinces in question. Hey, we got our first age bonus. That's cool. Prestige per development for missionary. No. Institution spread in true faith provinces could be useful. We want that. Possibly now. We're definitely going to want it for the next age. Or the next institution. Chip trade power propagation is one of the most deceptively weak modifiers in the game. Because paradox math. I feel like if I'm going to mention that, I should at least explain why. So, in Paradox's Infinite Wisdom, when they tried to nerf trade power propagation, they made it so that this modifier, ship trade power propagation, if you're not familiar, I think I've mentioned this multiple times, but some people don't even know it's a thing. 20% of your provincial trade power gets propagated to upstream nodes. So you look at this number here, 243.4. We have 83.7 trade power from Hemmingstedt, 49.6 from Den Haag, etc. You go to any upstream node, like say the North Sea, and you look at our trade power in this tooltip, it'll say transfers from traders downstream, 53.4. 53.4 is exactly 253.4 divided by 5. 243.4 divided by 5 is 48.68. So you might be wondering, well, hey, that's not exactly right. Arumba, you're wrong, you're dummy. It's because 53.4, we should only have 48.6, but you gotta remember, we have land in this node as well. So you take the provincial trade power of the Lübeck node, which also propagates upstream to the North Sea. So that is 23.6 divided by 5, plus the 48.6 equals 53.4. And that is where the propagated trade power comes from. So, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, ships propagated trade power automatically, just like provincial trade power. So, they found that was too strong, so they nerfed it. They made it so that only provincial trade power propagates upstream, and they removed the ability for ships to propagate. Then, after that had happened, they added in ages and all that stuff, and they added in this type of bonus, ship trade power propagation plus 20%. I believe, logically, the purpose of this was to take the age bonus and essentially return the overpowered ship trade power propagation so that 20% of your ship's trade power would propagate to nodes upstream. Meaning that if you have, say, 173 trade power from ships, you would get 20% of this number in every upstream node. Ivory Coast, North Sea, Lubeck, Champagne, etc., right? Unfortunately, because of paradox math, it's actually 20% of 20%. Somebody, I swear it's a bug. They put the damn number in the wrong parenthesis bracket thing. And so it's like ship trade power plus 20% propagated, but then it's multiplied by the 20% multiplier from provinces as well. So essentially this only gives you 4% ship trade power propagation. It's super, super, super weak. That basically means that with 173, my entire fleet, we're gonna get 4% of that. So like 6 or 7 trade power. Wow. So impactful. No, it's really not. So we're not gonna take that one. It's all provincial trade. You thought it was provincial trade in nodes where you have merchants? Nope. All provincial trade power propagates upstream. That's just the way trade works. So anyway, this one's really weak. We're not going to take it. Mercenary discipline actually might make a lot of sense for us. We have a lot of mercs. That is 5% more discipline. Province war score cost versus other religions. Doesn't affect aggressive expansion, which is our biggest issue. Blockade impact on siege used to be one of the best ones possible, but it's no longer any good at all because it just doesn't matter anymore. The reason it used to be one of the best ones possible is because it used to work on inland provinces. So you could take it and get +1 siege bonus on inland forts automatically. That was a bug, and they fixed it. This is one of the worst edicts because you have to turn it on ahead of the centers of information actually trying to convert you. You can't turn it on retroactively. Just stupid. So actually, I think it's probably either religious wars or institution spread for me right now. I think institution spread makes the most sense because we are trying desperately to get the institution right now. So we'll just take that. I don't believe we actually have any institution spread happening yet. We will get some, even though this guy hates us. But it would definitely be better if we could improve relations to get him above 0. So we'll improve with him a little bit. And how long do we have on this disaster? We have like 3 months. Hopefully this siege resolves relatively quickly. Hey, it resolved relatively quickly. Alright, let's get these transferred to Milan, our subject, who has cores on them. That is a fort controlled in the area, so we can already potentially peace out. The aggressive expansion's only 7. He's not willing to agree to it yet. We're not going to be able to get onto that fort, probably. He's got 62 ships, 30 galleys. There's like 0 chance I'm going to get in there. He's also at war with the Ottomans, so super smart of him to keep fighting us. Austria's not going to give us access. We don't have access yet. I think we're just going to hang out here. Let's just do a shuffle balance and sit and go back to working on this rebel problem. How many dev clicks would we have to do while the burgers are pissed to make this problem go away? Okay, so they currently control 5 provinces. They have 46.2% influence by 1.5. So they've got 30.8% of state development right now. And I need their number to be reduced by 1.2. 1.3 to be safe. So I need them to have 29.93% of state development. I'm gonna take the time to just do the math on this. I know that it's kind of slow, but so they've got 17 plus 20. They've got 15 there. 22. And then the last province they have is only 14. They've got 88. And I calculated that they need to have 29.9% or less of state development. So 88 divided by 0.299. I need to have a total of 294 or 295 development. So if I do 10 dev clicks, that should reduce them below. I'm willing to do 10 dev clicks, sure. I mean, we're ahead of time on tech, it's fine. Not to mention, like, this tech is only gonna cost us, after the institution penalty is gone, tech's gonna cost like 400. So we have like an extra 200 military points right now. And we're 7 years ahead of time on admin tech. We don't need to take this tech now. Could you also exploit their development? Yes, actually, that's a great point. That's a mechanic that it's easy to forget you can do. I'm not a big fan of wasting the monarch points, but I guess technically it's not. It is kind of wasting. I mean, it's wasting monarch points to destroy the development. Like, if I'm doing a dev click on another location for 40 admin points, for example, or I'm exploiting, I'm still essentially spending 40 admin points, roughly, no matter where I do the click, right? Because if I were to buy this back, I've got to repay it. But it does kind of push the cost down the road. Reducing their development would cost fewer overall clicks, for sure. So, of the provinces they own, is there anything that makes a ton of sense? I mean, we could exploit dev in this province. We could take mill and actually get a fair bit of manpower out of it. We'll do one. And then in Calais, we could do a cash click. And then let's do a little bit of extra dev in non-burger land. This is burgers. Calais is burgers. Oldenburg was burgers. Nope, Oldenburg was clergy. Let's do, like, instead of doing 9 or 10 clicks now, I think with the 2 exploit devs, we probably only have to do 6 or 7, roughly. So let's do, like, 3 mill clicks here. And then in Breslau, we'll do, like, 2. That doesn't update right away, as we know. We have at least 1 more month, so let's wait 1 more month. I don't remember what our diplomat was working on. What was it? I think he was spying on Denmark or something? Even though we're probably going to attack this guy, I'm probably going to send him a gift. Just try to get his opinion closer to 0. There's a chance this war might go on for a little while, so... Okay, probably should improve relations with a new subject. That's also a thing. Okay. That radically changed it. It looks like we... Okay, don't tell me the only reason they were at 100 is because we had high trade income last month. Now we don't technically have high trade income. I actually don't know what the threshold is for high trade income. I think it's like 35% or something of your gross income. I don't really know. But anyway, that works. If it doesn't update, won't it start the disaster? No, because we were at 93%. And it only can progress at 5% per month. So we had at least 1 more month where we weren't going to have the disaster fire. So now, even if we do get high trade income pushing us to 99.7, we'll be okay. And again, this is just like a really unfortunate development where we had 2 events that shouldn't have done that. looks like the knights are up here for some reason. I don't care about loot right now, so let's just march home. However, we don't want to march together. We'll make sure we have the highest maneuver guy on the front so that we can get there quickly. And then the second highest guy, just have him go back to Treviso and then go this way. That way they'll walk separately. Okay, well that was a rather uneventful first episode of the day, but you know, you gotta start where we start. So, I think I'm gonna take a short break here if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, I will be back in just a moment on Twitch. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.